Hi, I'm Wendy De Leon and I'm a member of Teens in Action. Welcome to our show. Our guest host for this show is Keenan.
Hi, my name is Keenan Culler, and Teens in Action is a show that's produced by teens for teens with topics that are important to us.
In this show, we focus on issues related to sex. We uncover the real facts, the extreme risks, and where you can go to get help when you need it.
Now, we want to know what you think, so we sent our Teens in Action reporters around the city to ask teens what they think and to get the reaction to some shocking statistics.
What is safe sex?
It's basically sex with protection.
Abstinence.
Use protection.
Using condoms and protectives.
Sex where you use a condom. You're using a condom.
You want to wear a condom.
Using a condom.
Not having sex at all, how's that for safe sex? But, you know, if you can't help yourself, use a condom. Do it with someone you know.
Don't do it, and wear a condom if you are. Use birth control.
What is the average age when teens experiment with sex?
I say 16. 16.
Be 16.
I'd say 13.
16.
14.
I'd say 16.
C. 14.
16.
14.
When you're 16, usually.
14.
14.
14.
15. Yeah, about 14, 16. I would say 14.
I would say be 16 years old.
How many teens in the United States get sexually transmitted diseases per year?
60,000.
I'm guessing 10,000.
10,000.
11,000.
2 million.
B, 60,000.
2 million.
2 million.
Like 10,000.
60,000.
15 million. D. A. 10,000.
15 million.
2 million.
How do guys and girls view sex differently?
Guys like it, and girls are scared of it.
Girls view it as much more important, more significant type thing, and guys just do it just to do it.
I guess boys see it more for fun. I guess girls see it as a way of love.
I think guys view it more as like a fun thing. Girls have this more emotional attachment to it.
Guys usually think it's okay to do it, but girls sometimes are more like reserved about it.
Girls take it more seriously than guys do.
Guys think it's like just for fun or whatever, and girls take it all serious and stuff, yeah.
When teens talk about pregnancy, they think, it won't happen to me. But the truth is, it happens.
In our next segment, we talk with a young couple who got pregnant at 16, even though they use birth control.
In the United States, over 1 million teenage girls become pregnant every year.
How did your life change when you found out you were pregnant?
It changed a lot because at that time I was going to school, well, I was going towards graduation, and at that time I was pregnant. I had to go to doctor's appointments and everything, and I was getting ready to graduate right when I got pregnant. It was hard, it was real hard. I was scared, you know. Things weren't the same anymore. My body was changing. Everything was different.
Changed a lot because like I don't know what to expect or what was I gonna do and how was I gonna raise them.
How did your parents react to the situation when they found out?
My mom, she was kind of scared as well. Your life is gonna change. She told me the same thing, you know, how about your dreams, how about all that stuff, but even though she supported me at all times, so I'm thankful for that.
My mom, you know, she said that I was too young and I didn't finish school. On the other hand, my dad, he told me, oh, you know, you gotta get a job and support your baby, you know, because, you know, it's gonna be a big responsibility, you know.
You weren't able to finish high school at all?
No, I graduated from high school, but yeah, I had to put up with a lot, you know.
No, I didn't finish high school. I dropped out because I was cutting classes just to go to work.
I attended Monterey High School, and there I had parenting classes, and that helped me a lot because towards that I learned of what pretty much pregnancy was, and I didn't know I was only 16 at that time when I got pregnant, so it helped me a lot.
Did you regret not finishing high school?
Yeah, because the job that I got is like not what I wanted.
What is your typical day like?
My typical day is getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting my son ready, for him to stay with my mom that day.
Well, I go to work early in the morning and I don't get to see him like later in the evening.
I have to be out of the house by 8. I don't go into work until 10 o'clock, but I have to catch the bus, I have to walk a little. So I have to get up very early, get him ready.
Come from work and all stressed out, and just when I get home, it's a whole different world.
When I come home, there's things to do around the house. So I have to clean, get them ready.
How has your friendships changed? I mean, has it changed since?
Oh yes, a lot. My friends that don't have babies, they want to go out and I can't just get up and leave, anytime I want. I have my responsibilities now. I hardly have any money for myself. Everything goes to my son for his diapers, for his clothes, and nothing works out the same anymore,
If you had advice for teens today, what would that be?
Definitely to use protection. And I would just probably tell them, to hold on to sex, it's a big deal. It's not just, laying down. If they're in a serious relationship, they really have to think about it twice. Finishing school and everything, that's something that you're gonna have for the rest of your life.
Thank you, Maria and David, for coming, sharing your experience with us. I hope other teens benefit from your story.
I hope someone, out there listens.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, and I'm here with Brittany, Melissa, Jared, and Daniel to talk about consequences teens don't consider that could change their lives forever. How would having a child change your lives?
I think having a child would change your life because you would have to drop out of school to take care of him, and you would probably not get a good job, so it affects you a lot.
You have to put him first before you and put him before everything else that you do.
You'd have to give up education, your social life, and you'd have to spend most of your time taking care of your kid. It just is hard.
Well, two of my dad's sisters had babies when they were 14 and 15, and once they had the kids, they lost the rest of their childhood. And rather than, they had to drop out of school and not hang out with the rest of their friends. Sometimes they would have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to tend to the kids crying, and when they were crying, they wouldn't know how to handle it and stuff. So just a lot of things.
You guys all make a very good point. Have you guys thought about what you guys would have to give up to take care of the baby?
I think you would have to give up a lot of stuff, like maybe your career. You would want to, like, if you wanted to be something when you're small and then you have a baby, you would have to think about like the baby now, and you would have to give up that career and find a different job.
You'd have to give up your sleep because they cry like a lot, and then you'd have to be awake to take care of them.
I think that you'd have to give up pretty much what you regularly do in your regular life, because having a kid would change your life completely.
Well, you'd have to give up stuff that you'd have later in life, like if there was someone that you were going out with, and when you got older, like in your 20s, and you wanted to marry them, you might have to give up marrying them. They'd have to deal with something that wasn't even their own and all their issues from when they were younger.
Thank you guys for being a part of this discussion. We hope you remember the sacrifices and responsibilities that you will have to go through by raising a child.
We know that sometimes it's hard for kids and their parents to talk about sex. So we went out and asked teens, where do you get your information?
Can you talk to your parents about sex?
I feel that I can because we have a special bond, but there's a limit.
Yeah, definitely.
It depends if they bring the subject up first.
Of course. No. Sometimes.
Sure, no problem. Yeah.
No.
Why is that?
Because they're religious and they're from a different country, so I really can't talk to them about it. Can't be really open about it because they're not really adjusted to the American culture and how it is, So yeah, I really can't.
Not really.
I feel uncomfortable when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can talk to your parents about sex.
I'm not sure I want to bring up sex around the dinner table or anything.
If you were a parent, how will you talk to your kids about sex?
I'll let them know all the consequences that come along with having sex.
I would only talk to them about it if they asked me about it.
Just tell them just to be safe, and just that they can talk to me about it like anything.
Sure, because sex is really important, without sex, none of us would be here.
I think they can figure it out for themselves.
I would tell them to do it when they get married. I'd bring up the subject more often just to see if my kid's having sex. But if they do, I'll put them on house arrest.